Okay, well, so if you want to talk about that case,
I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that shit.
I just want to say this because the other day I had one of your homies come on my show, Judge Mathis.
Yeah, that's my homie, Judge Mathis,
That's
Detroit boys.
Your homie right there. We talked about you. I said, I got Peezy coming up. He's like, oh yeah, I know Peezy.
Yeah.
You know, he had the Detroit versus everybody hoodie on in the interview, right? That's my OG right there. And I just want to say this because, you know, you threw the comment out and we got a Detroit judge who actually chimed in on it, right?
Yeah.
Me and you could talk our shit, but we don't have law degrees.
100%.
We're just talking shit.
Yeah.
What he said, and he predicted it before it even happened, because I had him on before the verdict. He said the thing is that, yeah, what Puff got convicted of, the prostitution, is not really a big deal, but it's up to the judge's discretion in situations like this when a lot of stuff comes out, like all the violence and the threats and the firebombing of Kid Cudi's car and women who wanted to commit suicide and so forth. They could use that to their discretion in the sentencing. And that's basically what happened.
So basically all the violent shit was what got Puff to 5 years. It wasn't the freak off shit and all that.
It wasn't the freak off. Well, it was 4 years. It was 50 months, which is 4 years and 2 months.
Yeah.
Free Puff, he got 14 months, time served. He might end up doing about a year and a half, but that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to talk to people that actually know what they're talking about with this shit. You know, instead of just, you know, thinking, because I think it was crazy too. I was predicting time served. You was fighting for,
I can't lie, Vlad. I got a lot of respect for you because you stepped up and spoke on behalf of Puff. You said they was fucking him over. A lot of people weren't speaking on behalf of Puff, and you spoke up for him. And you went on these platforms and you was really vocal about it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of respect for you for like, cause you know they fucked him over, but we ain't got to talk about it. But I got a lot of respect for you for that.
I got into an argument on live television with Tony Busby, who had the 100 victims that claimed that Puff raped and drugged all of them, and I said it was all bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And it was.
Yeah,
this ain't even shit I like talking about, but I know this was some bullshit. Like, I just know it was, man.
Man, let me tell you, every man around the world is terrified to fly a woman out these days.
Man,
you know?
Bro, it's so hard to be. It's so hard, and it's so dangerous to be a rapper, a celebrity right now. Man, they got every way you could think of to trick us out of our spot, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to be focused, prayed up to make it through this shit. Like, the smallest shit can end your whole career in this game. Like, the smallest little bit of scrutiny, they could take that shit and turn it left. You know what I'm saying? The smallest little bit of rumor, like anything, like any small piece of negativity will spread. And it's hard. Well, like, don't nobody care about the truth when a lot more entertaining.
Yep.
Don't nobody care about the truth when a lie is just more entertaining. So the worst position to be in is to be in a position where you got to defend your name or your honor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, like, for example, like Metro Boomin, right? He got accused. You know about this case?
No, I don't really know about that case, but I heard he beat it, though. This is an
interesting case, right? So this woman who claimed that Metro Boomin raped her 7 years ago, she came to the realization after doing mushrooms and somehow found a lawyer to take this case on contingency.
Yeah. Right?
So high on drugs, she suddenly felt that, oh, this famous producer raped me. They file a lawsuit. He refuses to settle. He goes to court and wins all the charges. Probably spent about $500,000 in court, right? If you think about all the legal charges of actually going to court and everything else like that, in a case this big. She walks away, didn't spend any money on legal fees.
Nothing.
You can't really sue her because she probably doesn't have any money. You know, you'll sue her, you'll go to court, she won't show up, you'll get a default judgment, you won't be able to collect. You've just spent $100,000 for no good reason.
She ain't going to jail.
She's a private citizen. She goes on. No one probably even connects her to this situation. People are going to think he's still a rapist and he just got off because he paid his way out of it. And this is how the legal system works these days, especially if you have money and you're a celebrity. Me included. I've dealt with bullshit lawsuits that I've had to settle for no good reason, just to, because it's cheaper to settle the lawsuit than actually go through it. Have you dealt with lawsuits?
Hell yeah, I just lost the lawsuit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it though. I can't really speak about it though, but yeah, I just went through a lawsuit.
Fair enough, but this is, once you get to a certain level, you just have to spend money on lawyers just to maintain.
I know that now. Vlad. Yeah, you gotta have them lawyers on deck.
Yeah. And if someone approaches you with a lawsuit, you're usually better off to just figure it out right then and there. Mm-hmm. Okay, how much you want? Okay, if it's remotely fair, let's just figure it out. Because once it starts getting into court and it starts getting into depositions and whatever else, you're gonna wish that you had settled. And that's just the reality of it, man. You know, at one point celebrities were like protected by the law. Now it's the other way around. They're targets.
Yeah, we targets, man.
Yep.
That's why it's like, it'd be damn if you do, damn if you don't as a celebrity. I stay out the way. I try my best not to get caught up in this shit because I don't want to go through none of this shit. But like, it's tricky, bro. Mm-hmm. The game tricky. You got to be a shark. You got to stay focused. You got to really keep God in your life. You got to keep God in your life. And you really can't deal with a bunch of different females in this shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women, man, you really got to be careful with these girls. I never been big on just fucking everybody like how all the niggas, like a lot of rappers, they all fuck the same girls. Like, I never been big on just having hella industry girls. Like, I never been that type of nigga. Like, always like my bitches a little more real. You know what I'm saying? Like, from around the way. I like from around the way girls. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, more real people. Like, I like real people. Like, my girl a real person. Like, you know what I'm saying? She come from a praying family. Her sister a preacher. You know what I'm saying? She was very close to her father. You know what I'm saying? Careers. You know what I'm saying? Very well-grounded, respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, real people, man.